Got our rain pants on, and our rain shoes on, and our rain jackets on, and our rain attitudes on. Here we go.
This is the Animas River, which flows directly through Durango. It is part of the Colorado River system because it flows into the San Juan River, which we biked past when we went to Navajo Lake. This river is the drinking water source for the city of Durango. Now, the name might sound a little familiar because in August 2015, it made headline news because it turned orange because there was a huge wastewater spill out of the Gold King mine. The EPA was trying to fix a leak and they ended up spilling over 3 million gallons of mine waste into the river. All kinds of terrible metals that you don't want in your drinking water. So the city couldn't use it as a source of drinking water for months. And now it runs clean and beautiful, as you can see, but some of those metals were deposited into the riverbed and along the shoreline. So they're still unaware of what the long-term effects could be. But for now, it's a beautiful place to enjoy as we're passing through Durango on the way to Utah. Headed towards this big dark area. Hopefully it's not as bad as it looks.
Home for the night, that big dark area.
Yep, it's snowing. Can't feel my hands right now, but that's okay.
Well, pretty bundled up right now because we survived last night's icy sleet snowstorm thing that Texans like us aren't used to. On the side of the road where we spend a lot of our time these days, cruising with cars and the roadkill. We're at Canyon of the Ancients. We're down the road from our campsite, biked without panniers, which was really nice and luxurious, and then made it to Sand Canyon Pueblo, the north side of the trailhead, and the little Pueblo ruins were pretty interesting, kind of abstract. They were pretty desecrated, and you had to use your imagination to figure out what the landscape looked like, but you can tell the whole city was around a spring, and there was one side and the other, and the spring was right in the middle, so you can tell that they settled there because there was water. So we're hiking in Sand Canyon in the Canyon of the Ancients National Monument, and you can tell there's been some recent trail maintenance where the water gets diverted off this way. You can see where the dirt's kind of new and fresh and powdery, and that's just an extra feature to help with the water flowing from uphill to downhill without eroding too much of the trail. And you'll see little kind of cuts like this in your neighborhoods, and garden beds, all kinds of parks and things. It's just an easy way to divert the water in a more natural way and kind of preserve walkways and streets and stuff. So, seeing water in action. Traveling down a pretty rocky country road, but now we've got a little meadow out in front of us. Still rocky, but at least we got better sights to see. So hopefully we get no crashes today. That's the goal. So the morning that we split from Nick and Lauren, our ultimate goal was to get to Blanding, Utah from Canyon of the Ancients. And we were going to make it a 2-day trip, but after conquering some serious rough terrain, we had made great time midday and decided, you know what, let's push on. So we ended up clocking 80 miles that day to get to Blanding, Utah, and we stayed at Blue Mountain RV Park, which had some awesome employees that told us about some sights to see on our way out to Natural Bridges National Monument. So we're on to the next adventure of finding some dinosaur tracks and checking out some ancient ruins from the Anasazi, aka Ancient Puebloen people.
We've traveled about 10 miles west of Blanding, Utah, and we found a great lunch spot thanks to Brad at the Blue Mountain RV Park, and he suggested that we come stop off the road and try and look for some dino tracks. And we think we might have found them, but we're not geologists. So Brad, if you're watching this, let us know if these are the ones. You told us it's on a washout on a creek that hardly ever runs. So we've got some hard pack and what we think are footprints from a dinosaur in the ground. From here we're moving on to Cave Towers ruins. It's about 8 miles down the road, that much closer to Natural Bridges National Monument. On we go.
Hey there, y'all. How you doing? We made it to these awesome ruins called Cave Towers off of Highway 95. It's leftover civilization from the Anasazi Puebloen people that lived here 1,000 years ago, at least. And there's some really interesting mystery behind the Anasazi people that lived in the desert Southwest. When Anglo settlers came through 1700s or so, they came across their campsites and saw pots still over fires. They saw pottery around. They had structures still there. So it looks like these people just left in a hurry. And no one knows where they went, why they left it that way. And it makes you wonder, does it have something to do with the water? Because this is very desert, desolate area out here. And I can't imagine having a civilization living here. But 1,000 years ago, was there water running through this canyon? Was there more water in the area? Maybe, we don't know. But we were pretty excited to find these ruins thanks to our friend Luke at Blue Mountain RV Park. He told us about this, and this is amazing. I couldn't imagine living in this canyon here. But these people persevered, and we're gonna persevere too. Yeah!